What's up, y'all boys? We got how Young Thug and Gunna went from brothers to enemies. Now let me start trolling. But we got we got how Young Thug and Gunna went from brothers to enemies though, for real. They ops, and yeah, apparently Gunna snitched on Thug, but I feel like if they saying Gunna snitched and Thug snitched too. Which Thug did snitch, what was it, a few years back? I seen a little interrogation or whatever, or a little audio. He was telling on Lil Wayne or something, I don't remember, something like that. But yeah, they both some rats at the end of the day. If that's what Thug want to call Gunna, he the
Young
same thing
Thug
because
put
he did the
Gunna on
same
in the
thing.
rap game and really helped start his career. But then Gunna
Really did a
snitched
little
on
more.
Thug and YSL and became ops with Young Thug. And after Thug got out of jail, some crazy phone calls leaked that could split up the entire rap game. Before the drama started, Young Thug and Gunna have been rocking with each other for over a decade. For the story, we gotta take it back to 2015 when they got introduced to each other by a dude named King Troop. King Troop and
Uh,
Gunna were both from College Park, and Troop had a huge name in the streets. According to sources, Troop and some other dudes went out to LA and got the blessing from some OG Rollin' 60s Crips out there to start their own chapter in Atlanta. And after that, big name Rollin' 60s like Nipsey Hussle would pull up and chop it up in College Park. Troop had ties all over the rap game too, with dudes like 2 Chainz and T.I. And he knew Young Thug from back in the day too. By the time Gunna started really trying to rap, Thug was already popping off, so Troop told Gunna to pull up to one of Thug's music video shoots so they could meet.
Troop called us, called me and Leechy, and said, Slime shoot a video of me in the hood. Y'all come down here, make sure you good.
Thug and Gunna became homies after that, but what really brought them together was when Troop got brutally killed a few months later.
mm,
Troop was allegedly involved with the murder of a blood named CP3 at a club. It's not clear if Troop was the one who pulled the trigger, but CP3's death is allegedly what got him killed. In December 2015, Troop was leaving the gas station on Old National Highway in College Park when a dude named Patrick Wilson ran up and started shooting.
no.
Patrick Wilson had been waiting outside for over 20 minutes, and when Troop came out, he walked him down and dumped 14 shots into him. Then while Troop was laying on the ground bleeding to death, Patrick Wilson took his hoodie off so Troop could see who killed him. Patrick Wilson tried to do the race, but the cops found him at a crib a couple days later, and he jumped out of a second-story window to get away. Troop's death was a big loss to Gunna and Thug, and Young Thug said he took Gunna
Oh,
under his
me.
wing
They
because
be
that's what Troop would have
wigging,
wanted him to
bro.
do.
He had a big homie named Troop. Rest easy Troop. And he brought Gunna to me, like, hey, I want you to take them under your wing and like, these my little boys. I really raised them. Take them under your wings. Make sure they okay.
Then when Thug finally came home after the Rico case ended, he dissed Gunna on an unreleased track and rapped, "Only reason I fucked with you, Gunna, it was cause of Troop." But before all the beef kicked off, Gunna and
They
Thug were
be
taking over the game
buns.
together.
Like, I
Thug
ain't
featured
gonna
Gunna
lie
for
to
the
you.
first time on his Jeffrey record in 2016. Then a few months later, Gunna officially signed the Thug's YSL label. Thug and Gunna were always in the booth together, and Thug said he spent more time with Gunna than he did with his own kids.
I just poured my all into him, bro. I gave this nigga more time than my children, bro. I gave him more time than my kids.
According to Thug, he bought Gunna's first crib with his own money. Then he paid for half of Gunna's mom's crib too. Gunna and
No.
Thug were super tight for years.
Okay, if that's the case, but still, if that's the case, there should have been some type of loyalty involved on Gunna's end, but still, you can't really expect somebody to want to throw their life away for another human being. It's just never gonna happen realistically. It's gonna be very rare that it happen, and if it do happen, they gonna be mad that they made that decision. They gonna want to change their mind years later. Like, it's just gonna be very rare,
But
bro.
that all changed overnight after they got hit with the Rico case. Gunna took an Alfred plea and was able to get home pretty fast. He didn't testify against anyone in the case, but people still started calling Gunna a rat because he took the plea and admitted that YSL was a gang and not just a record label. For a long time, nobody on the outside really knew how Thug was feeling about the situation. A lot of Gunna's old homies in the rap game, like Lil Durk and Lil Baby, were dissing him after he took the deal. But some people thought Thug was still rocking with him because he never really said anything about Gunna publicly. And while Thug was still locked up, Gunna was showing love on his new music. Like when he dropped the track I Was Just Thinking and raps, "Only I didn't cry cause it's feeling for my bro. And you know my mind, you didn't watch that nigga grow. Know you hearing lies that your little brother my foe. Yeah, I copped out, but don't let him say I told." When Thug took his plea deal at the end of the Rico case, he agreed not to be around anybody in the YSL crew except for 2 people, Gunna and his brother Unfunk. When Thug's lawyer said that Thug needed to have contact with Gunna because they were in business together, some fans thought that meant Thug was still cool with Gunna. That definitely wasn't the case though. And when Thug came home, he dissed Gunna by name and told him to stop acting like they were friends. Thug deleted the post immediately, and Gunna didn't respond at first. Everyone knew the situation wasn't good though, and in August 2025, Gunna dropped the track Prototype and raps, "Niggas be doing that capping, now that capping catch up to your front door. Run the cash, need it pronto. Whenever mad, got a blunt roll. I got my bitch a trainer, she ain't had to get lipo. Nigga had tweeted my name, must have had to be a typo. Pray the cash could recycle." Gunna didn't actually say Thug's name on the track, but then Thug did a song called Closing Arguments and took the disrespect up a level. Gunna wasn't the only dude in YSL who took a deal, and Thug took shots at him and everyone else who took pleas when he raps, "Yeah, Gunna a rat, Yak a rat, Slug a rat, Woody a rat. Fuck that nigga Obama."
Woody a rat? How Woody rat? I ain't think Woody read it.
He's still mad about baby mama. Slime Life Shawty, make sure you put down your 40. DK, okay shit, he gay. Hey, I would say I'm stepping, but that's cliche. Hey, niggas thought they left me, then we beat the case. And Thugger made LaFleur, I had more hoes than I got hair. I hope every rat go camping and get ate by a bear. Slime Life Shawty took a deal like Gunna and admitted that YSL was a gang. But after he came home, he said that he didn't snitch because the founder of YSL already admitted to the cops that it was a gang. Slime Life Shawty didn't actually give the cops anything that could jam up the rest of the crew, but it still wasn't a good look when he was in court pointing people out to the prosecutor. Slime Life Shawty did say that YSL was a gang, but he also told the court that he didn't know about any street activity going on in the crew. Slime Life Shawty didn't think he ratted on Thug though, so after Thug dissed him, Slime Life Shawty dropped the track Program and rapped, "I put my heart inside this shit. Now this the thanks I get. This shit got hard, but I go Thug. That's the price of respect. I lost love, I lost friends, I lost fans, I lost money. I lost faith, I lost hope. I found them both, flew right back jumping. Yeah, idols turned to rivals. Feel like I got in this game for nothing." Thug was airing everybody out for snitching and working with the cops, but the whole
See, but I don't think nobody really is snitching though, cause if that's true what Slime Life Shawty said, if he already said that YSL was a gang, then what they saying, it's not hurting nobody's case. Like, it's not hurting nobody's case. Now what you finna show right here with this interrogation, now this is crazy. This is snitching. I'm talking about names involved and all, like that's
when the
ready.
video of Thug's own interrogation came out.
Yeah.
Back in 2015, Thug's homie
That's
Pee-wee
ready.
Roscoe allegedly shot up Lil Wayne's tour bus because Thug and Wayne were beefing. After the shooting went down, the cops brought Thug in to talk about the situation, and he sat down and talked to the cops for 2 hours without even asking for a lawyer.
God.
Thug broke down the whole beef between Lil Wayne and Birdman to the cops.
You know he read it. What he got to sit in there and talk for 2 hours with the police without asking for a lawyer? You just in there talking?
They're like brothers more than Birdman and Wayne.
They doing what now, brother?
I said them was them more brothers than Bird and Wayne.
Oh, Roscoe and Lil Wayne were more.
Used to bring Wayne his drugs. Like, trust him.
He even told him that Pee-wee Roscoe used to be Wayne's plug back in the day. There's a lot of back and forth on social media about Thug's interrogations. Some fans think he didn't really give the cops anything they could use against anybody else. But talking to the cops for 2 hours really isn't a good look, especially because at the end of the interrogation,
What all do you
Thug
have
told
to
the
talk
cops don't
about
tell
for
him
2 hours,
anything,
man?
as long as they don't tell the world that it came from him.
This. Yeah. Promise. Oh, promise. Just promise.
But when you anytime you ever ain't wanna know anything, tell them. I'm telling you anything. Well,
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Bro, so why is he over here sitting here trying to down everybody else's name about snitching and he is ratting too? Then he talking about make promises and he'll tell anything they need to know. Like, gang, bro, go on, wrap that up. He don't got nothing to say. He can't be on here dissing nobody, talking about nobody. Okay, you feel betrayed, but how you think they felt when you did that? It's just, bro, it's just all stupid, gang. You expect somebody not to snitch and rat on you, but from what it look like, you would rat on somebody in a heartbeat. Wiggin', bro. Can be backwards.
Tell the world.
What you number?
Yes, you can.
Hey, Thug was getting trashed all over the place when the interrogation video came out. So he clapped back on closing arguments and said, "Ain't no rat in me at all, kid. I'd rather die than telling a nigga for real, for real. And it's a big difference between me and y'all. Y'all niggas pointing niggas out and said they did the crime, nigga. I said he didn't, you dig?" Thug's interrogation has been out for a while, but nobody really brought it up until he started calling everybody else rats. Hearing Thug talk to the cops for hours went crazy. But the biggest twist in the case was when Thug's jail call started leaking and changed the whole rap game. The first thing that came out was Thug talking to 21 Savage about Gunna taking the plea.
You got to, you hold his career in your hands, bro. That's what I'm telling you. If you come out right now and say what he did went wrong, because them folks already on the internet like, man, fuck all that.
Savage was trying to defend Gunna at first and said he didn't think Gunna was trying to hurt Thug. But after Thug brought up how Gunna called YSL a gang, 21 Savage switched on Gunna and said, "Fuck that nigga."
At the end of the day, saying fuck a nigga, what that's really finna get a nigga for real.
21 Savage and Thug also talks about other rappers dissing Gunna.
Dirt said something to him, but that's it. Like, Wham, them ain't doing all this shit. Like, Wham, unfollow him. Yeah, but I mean, that's little boy shit. That ain't really saying that to no man. But that's still facts.
Savage talked.
Bitch, like, but how is that hurting anybody? Case, if the leader, the founder of YSL has already said YSL is a gang, them saying that is not hurting anything if they already know it's a gang. If you've already admitted
People
to
were
it.
dissing Gunna just for the clout and shouldn't have jumped the gun without talking to Thug first. But Thug said Lil Baby did talk to him before he started dissing Gunna. Then everyone found out that Thug has been faking his streams so he can go #1 on the charts. Thug dropped his album Business is Business while he was still locked up. It looked like he wasn't gonna go #1 though. So Thug asked one of his homies if he still had the plug to get illegal streams to run the numbers up.
Yeah, let's try to speak that nigga. You still got that plug, right? That shit what we did with none of them. You still got that plug?
Yeah, I mean. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thug wasn't the only one faking numbers though, cause he apparently used the same streaming plug for Gunna back in the day. In another call, Thug said he dropped 50K on bots so that Gunna's record, DS Forever, would debut at #1 on the charts.
I spent the extra grand buying motherfucking stream. $50,000 buying stream for you.
Thug dissing Gunna didn't shock anybody, but Thug was taking shots at everybody in the industry from jail. Somebody requested all the phone records from where Thug was locked up and started releasing them online. In one of the calls, Thug was dissing Kendrick Lamar because Kendrick wouldn't do a feature for him.
I mean, Kendrick then put it. You ran up a few hundred in, but you ain't putting nobody on though.
Thug took shots at Kendrick for not putting anyone else on, and Thug said Kendrick wouldn't do features for Lil Durk or Lil Baby either. Kendrick and Drake were beefing when the call happened, and Thug said that Kendrick would never be bigger than Drake because Kendrick didn't help anybody out. Now some fans are saying that Kendrick said a subliminal at Thug when he dropped the track Squabba Love and rapped, "Tell me why the fuck you niggas rap if it's fictional. Tell me why the fuck you niggas fed if it's criminal. Hey, Doc, can I get a drop?" I'm like, nigga, nah. That verse came out way before the phone calls leaked, but there could have been some tension behind the scenes that nobody on the inside knew about. Thug was always tight with Drake, and nobody was surprised when he picked Drake over Kendrick. But in another leak call, Thug sent shots at Drake too and said that he should have talked to President Joe Biden to get him a pardon. And in another call, Thug confirmed that Drake sent shots at Gunna for him on the track Parade on Cleveland when he rapped, "I'm about to mop up some boys. It's custodian time. Me and my thoughts is the loneliest time. Don't tell me about loyalty. Show me this time. Business is business. Show me this time. Slime on your head. Nickelodeon time."
Slow ahead, beat two guys on every bar. He just stopped to work with. Yeah, them with Lil Ray.
Then another call came out where Thug was taking shots at Glorilla and calling her ugly.
Huh? Nothing on recording. Not a shit at all. Nothing. Oh.
I ain't doing no stressing over there. Be safe. I ain't worried about nothing, man. I got a mistake that's quick to tell me, man. Fuck them people say I'm so motivated.
Oh, me. I never change up, it's said how I'm living. That I need to wake up, slanging that I'm with it. They'll never frame us. They want me dead, but I ain't scared. I got my change. Just like oh.
I made it. That fight, sometimes I still be.
I should go back to recording, man. I was so mad last night. Cause my mic was not working, bro. I didn't get to get nothing recorded. But I'm still recording. I'm back, y'all, boys.
Saw this girl on Gorilla. She pretty ugly.
Another class back said that Thug was a little bit blowing her phone up. And that's what Thug to apologize and said he was just having a hard time with life when he was dissing us. Then on another call, Thug dissed J. Cole and Andre 3000 and said that nobody wants to hear their music.
Andre 3000, you one of the biggest artists in the world. You became one of the biggest artists in the world. But you ain't helped nobody. You ain't put nobody else.
Andre 3000's been chilling for years and isn't involved with any rap beat.
Nobody got to help you push you on, man. Stop asking for handouts. Go get it on your own. You already up there. What you need a handout for anyway?
And said Andre 3000 didn't help anybody else out when he was one of the biggest artists in the world. Thug even dissed the Migos that they weren't making any money for the label. Thug has ties to Quavo, Offset, and Takeoff from way back in the day, and fans were shocked that he was dissing them. Then after the call leaked, Thug hopped on Twitter and told Quavo that he loves him and said rest in peace to Takeoff. Thug deleted the tweet right after it went up though, and it's looking like he's burning all kinds of bridges in the rap game. Thug dissed Lil Durk too, and said he did a lot for Lil Durk. But then Durk started switching up on him and wouldn't clear a song that was supposed to be on Thug's album he dropped while he was in jail. Durk's homie OTF, Mr. 300, wasn't rocking with the disrespect, so he clapped back at Thug and said he was gossiping like a straight bitch on the phone. Mr. 300 said he would never trust a dude who wears makeup and dresses. Then Thug shot back and called OTF a bunch of junkies and said he was the one paying for Lil Durk's lawyers. Thug and Future have been tight for years. Future was always showing love while Thug was fighting his case, but it turned out that Thug was just in him too. Thug called Future a deadbeat father and said he's supposed to be 100% locked in with the kid, but Future is locked in 100% with the bitches.
Hey, that's a fade. I wouldn't even want to. You gotta fade, man. You gotta feel where I'm coming from. Hold on, what is it?
The bitches instead.
Bitches want to have your kids and shit too, but you still gotta be like 100% locked in with the kids. You like 100% locked in with the bitches.
Then Thug started hating on Future for real and said, "You fighting and you ain't real. A buster all the way around." Thug wanted Future to do a free Thug show while Thug was fighting the Rico case, but Future didn't want to do it. Future didn't find Instagram said that Thug was just mad because Future hooked up with a girl that Thug used to be involved with. Thug was crashing out on the phone and even said that Travis Scott has 11 murders on his hands.
This nigga mama died. I'm dealing with real life shit. Travis got goddamn 11 murders on his hands. Get your mustache back, goddamn.
Thug was talking about the crowd crush that happened back in 2021 at Astroworld, where 11 people died while Travis Scott was on stage. But saying your own homie murdered 11 people is crazy. After the calls came out, Thug hopped on Twitter and said he was sorry to everyone involved and hoped they could forgive him. Then he dropped the track Miss My Dog and rapped about how sorry he was to the homies he did. Thug rapped about Drake.
Hey, go on, get up out of here, bro. You weird,
brother. You know I ain't going against you. I got man. Everything you did for the rap community, can't ban you. Never dissed you. Came to visit me and cop bounty like my kin do. Then Thug showed love to Lil Baby and rap. Wham, pick up the phone. Yeah, talk to me. It's Spider. Touch you everything you know about this shit. We for lifers. God told you in the Bible, the devil will knife you. Rap's already winning. Don't let this shit divide us. He apologized to Future too in rap. Man, I miss my dog. Sitting down and having talks with me. Walking me through this life shit. You deserve an apology. Standing around and behind me.
Weird,
I don't gotta speak on your name. They know astrology. Thug talked about the snitching rumors on the same track too. In one of the jail calls, Thug dissed Gucci and called him soft. But on the track, he took it back and rapped, "Nigga, you know you ain't soft. You didn't raise a rat. Nigga grew up word law." I think he's...
Hey, Pa, like, you can't be out here saying stuff. Like, he pillow talking. Like, that's really, bro.
He'll tell you that, nigga, please. I'm
Oh
not a
my
rat,
God,
but that
this
cheese
don't
where
make
it's
no,
at.
this don't
All the
make no
niggas on the cases
sense.
didn't take pleas. That is that. Doug also did an interview with an
That's
NLP
bad.
named Big Bang.
We back, y'all boys.
He was just talking crazy on the phone because he thought it was over for him while he was sitting in jail.
And I just felt like it was just over. Like, I'm just sitting in jail 24 hours on 23 and 1. I'm in a cell 23 hours.
Doug said that Lil Baby, Future, and everyone else he dissed in the phone calls are still cool with him, but a lot of fans are calling cap on him. It's not clear where a lot of
lame,
Thug
man.
are with him right now, but Thug made
Like,
it
for
clear
real.
he's never rocking with Gunna again. Gunna stayed quiet the whole time while Thug was crashing out on everyone, but Thug said he was never going to be able to forgive him.
Gunna didn't pull up on Thug mama. Gunna didn't pull up on Thug family. Gunna didn't pull up on Dallas. Gunna didn't pull up on nobody that has nothing to do with Thug. So it's no way possible you think that Elle was serious when she said you gotta get out so you can help Thug.
According to Thug, Gunna is the only reason that the YSL Rico case even happened. Thug claimed that after Gunna admitted that YSL was a gang, a lot of other dudes took pleas and said it was a gang too, and that's why the DA was able to turn it into a Rico case. But while Thug has been crashing out and burning bridges all over the rap game, Gunna stayed focused on the music and kept his momentum up in the industry. And now that people are finding out about Thug's interrogation video where he talked to the cops for 2 hours straight, a lot of
He
fans
a
are
rat
saying
too.
Thug should forgive Gunna for taking the plea.
He a rat and he
Gunna
a
hasn't did anything
bipolar,
after Thug started
he
crashing out.
emotional,
But Lil Woody
grown
and Yak
man.
Gotti hopped on IG and clowned Thug over the situation. Nobody's really paying attention to Yak Gotti and Woody, but young Thug falling out with dudes like Drake, Future, and Lil Baby could change the whole game. Nobody knows how the situation is gonna shake out, but if people start choosing sides and turning on Thug, then they could split up Atlanta and the rest of the rap game too.